have this piece of 2x4, and I really like just sanded the edge of it, rounded the edges of it, and then this side's kind of squared. And I mean, it's just, I use it 2 different ways, this way or long ways, and I'll show you a body hammer. This is not the greatest. It works. It's what I've been using. Could have been better. A die grinder, which probably need a rock on it. Devin likes to say he likes the rock. Smell what the rock is cooking. Let's see here if I can find a rock. 1/8. Yeah, let's see. This is 3/16, 3-inch. This just saves. You can do it with the 36 grit on the right angle grinder. Works, but this right here saves money because these things right here are pretty expensive. So
they wear out faster.
And they wear out faster. So that hole punch, you ain't really gotta have. You can use the die grinder. I would say you could drill it, but typically if you try and drill it, it's probably gonna pop out. You can't really drill near the edge, but you want to. What you got going on over there? But a die grinder with a diamond tip, whatever. You can.
Tungsten carbide.
Yeah, carbide, tungsten, whatever Devin said. But anyways, you can do the little half moons, and I'll show you when I use this to do it. But you can use this to do it.
Why not show both ways?
Well, I can show both ways, and this is a door skinning tool. You don't need it. I don't use it personally, but my arms, they wear out really quick, and sometimes I want to use this, but I like just hammering it out. So I'm going to show you using this, and I'm going to show you how I sit and do it. So I guess that's really it. We're done. I'll see y'all next time. I'm just kidding. Let me get this thing over here. Eye protection, some ear protection. Oh. So what you want is the edge of the door. I've got it laid up here. You're gonna want to grind the edge of it. Let's see. I'm gonna go on the other side. That way I'm not throwing sparks up at my camera, because I don't want to mess up this thing. So move this down here at this end. I'm only gonna do a little bit and show how it is, because I've already got this thing movie magic. So and when you start going through it, you can see it when it's splitting. I guess you can.
I was about to say, give me about 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, I got to give Devin like 30 seconds.
Let me catch up.
But anyways, you can see it splitting it. Say I can get my hammer and my. Oops, I lied. You need this tool too. I'm just playing.
Head screwdriver works.
But you see, and just usually you can just, once you get it up, you just work it back and forth. And just go around the whole door doing that same thing. All right, I got the camera back from Nick, don't worry. Go around the whole door, skin will come off. Up here at the top, I guess I could show that. Might be a little bit longer than I thought on the episode. But I'm gonna show these spot welds. I keep 2 drills. Is that like 2 chains? I got 2 drills with different size drill bits. Trying to see, I got another drill bit somewhere over here that I use sometimes. Devin's making a sandwich. But anyways, this is a 3/16 drill bit for pop rivets. So I usually, when I drill, I'm gonna do this one right here. Here, Nick, hold the camera. There you go. Thank you, Nick. I knew I could count on you to get on my level. Spot welds, you can see the spot welds. So I use this 3/16. Now don't laugh if I drill through it, but usually I try to just drill the top, the top layer, and then I drill through, and I do the same. Seems like my battery might be. It is. But anyways, you can do that, and then I have this bit that is flat. It's got a little bit of a crown in it, but it's basically the size of this. So when I get down and it's making a full circle, I take this piece and I stick it in my drill, and it's dime. But do like that and it comes loose. Do all of them, pop it loose without drilling through the other. Don't worry about if you do. It's no big deal, not the end of the world. Devin let me get the camera back, Nick, thanks, appreciate it. Good looking out. Devin brought me another battery. He had to put his sandwich down, which I'm good on the batteries now. But I'm not gonna sit here and do all of them. We'll get to the, there you go. Where you hiding, Nick? I'm taking this to Sandy John Patterson. I'm sending this to him to get blasted and edge primed, and it'll be right back in a minute. Appreciate it, Sandy. Good looking out. That's a good job you did there. Sandy John's good. Look at that. Clean, painted, everything. It's ready to go. I mean, couldn't ask for a better guy. I don't know, is he still on there?
I don't know, he might still
He made it back to the house yet? Because he got here quick. But, all right, so got that. Let's see, I'm gonna go grab the skin here. I don't know. AMD. Voila. AMD Door Skin 69 front. This is for the 2-door model, not the 4-door model. I know you've seen them 4 doors, station wagon Camaros. Hopefully it's not damaged. Go pulling it out. It looks good.
Good enough.
Go down there and visit Jason. And an awesome, nice AMD. Oh, wrong side.
Nope.
I'm just playing. The side that you drilled off was up top, so you're gonna want to hook that over. You could go ahead and put holes in this so that you can plug weld it, or you can put it on there and you can drill the holes later. I guess I might go ahead and put some holes in it. I should mark it because sometimes it might come out in the wrong spot. I'll probably do that. That way it don't. So I'm gonna lay it up here. I guess I'm good on the camera angle or where I'm at. Lay it up in there. Make sure it fits. It's good. Huh?
Oh, it's too small.
No, it's too small. So now get my Sharpie. I could get my silver one that my dad says I ain't got. Everybody's so quiet. Why is everybody so quiet? So I want to go down through here and look and make sure that I'm not in a spot where there's a hole. Which I should pull it up a little bit. Most of the holes are right in line with these. But as you can see, there is one right here and one right there. You don't want to punch a hole in that area because if you do, you ain't gonna have nothing to weld to. You're just gonna be filling a hole, so a lot of wasted space. So here, Nick, hold this. Appreciate it. Now when I mark these, you move on down through here with me. Right here, right here, you want to put one, and then put one right here. Yeah, that's a good boy, Nick. You put one here. We'll do two, then we'll do one, then we'll do two. Good, Nick. You're way better than Devin. Put one here, put one there. You ain't got to do this many, but we're doing it to it. You can see there's a hole right there, so you don't want to hit in that one. And then we'll put two at the end here. All right, Nick, let me get that back from you. I can't bend down that low. I don't know how you get that low, Nick. All right, man. So, got that. And I'm gonna pull this back out. Like I said, everybody, if you're at this level of building, I'm trying to find a spot to put this. If you're at this level of building, you should know how to work a drill and drill those, so I shouldn't have to explain. This is a hole punch. This side here is for a totally different job. I'll have to show that one day, even though we don't use it. But punch on this side. So gonna wanna. Oh man, it won't even fit in there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to show you how to drill it. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and flip around here. I'll have to get Nick back on the camera again. Is Nick low enough? Nick might have to go lower. There we go. Look at that. I hope the air decided to come on. I can't get in there with it, so I'm gonna have to drill them. It's been a long time. Well, actually, we don't skin Camaro doors because the price of taking the skin off, sending it to Sandy John to get blasted, it coming back, and us putting a skin on, you can buy a whole door. So we usually don't skin the Camaros. I think this will probably be the first Camaro I've ever skinned, so you're witnessing a first here. But I figure if I can do a CUDA skin, I can do these. Put this in there, and you don't want to go all the way down. You want to kind of like half. I'm gonna get up here. You want to do a little moon. Thank you, Nick. Good looking out. And the reason I say you don't want to go down and make the hole full is because when you weld this, the end right here is going to get hot and it's going to cause a spot in your bodywork. So you just want to take and kind of do a half. Oh, I didn't get deep enough with it, but you don't need much, just enough to put a tack in there and to keep the skin from moving. Now I'm just gonna go around it and hit them. I wish I did like, there we go. Trying to get my hands up here for a gauge. A little more. Devin don't do this many. I know. So just getting around it. Oh, trying to pull my glove off.
That is a bit much.
Huh?
That is a bit much.
Well, it'll work. And up here, get so it's hot in here, I tell you. I've got it. I'm gonna go ahead and drill these real quick, even though I really don't have to, because I can drill them while it's on the car. Now you don't want to go too far and hit and indent the other side, so you want to be careful when you go through. Devin's over here holding Nick's hand. I know I could have had all this done before y'all got here, but where would the party be?
Yeah, where's the fun in that?
What you been up to, Nick?
Sitting around at work all day.
You don't do nothing at work. You pick them up here. This is where it gets dangerous. This is where it gets dangerous, because if this thing catches, it will pull it down through there and get it. I'm just praying it don't, because I don't want to see y'all. I don't want y'all to see me mess up on live. No edit. Oh, I made it. Boy, it's a pro. It's a pro, I tell you. You can get a little belt sander like this, and reach under there and get the burrs off, so it's nice and smooth. Had to jump start it. Just want to feel and make sure I ain't got nothing. I ain't gonna worry about the burrs on the top. When I weld it and I grind it, it's gonna be good. Ain't no burrs on those, so we're good. Get my air gun, blow it off, put it back up. What are we like on comments? Anybody needing any help? They're just watching. That's what I pay them to do.
They're loving it.
I want along the edge, I just wanted to look at it, make sure it wasn't dented or anything that I'm gonna have any issue with, because it's been sitting back there, because we were almost gonna have to skin it one day because they were out of stock.
Looks pretty
But
good.
it looks alright. There's a little spot right there. I can get my dolly and my hammer and work that little knot out. That's good. It'll work. Just didn't want nothing protruding out that'll make a mark on the back side or the front side of my door skin when I put it in there and I push it down. You want all this to be nice and smooth, because if you don't, it's going to dimple the other side. It all feels pretty good. I think it'll work for a Camaro. Now, if this was a Chevelle or something, You learning anything, Nick? How not to do this? Fits good, and you can slide the door forward, back, but when I fold all this, I try to fold it loose, and I don't do it super tight to start with. That way, if I put the door on the car and I need some more, I need to close my gap or I need to open my gap, I can take the door and I can hammer this forward or back on there, my skin. And then you don't want to weld none of it till you get it on your door, on the car, and fit it to your quarter panels and tweak it, because you can twist this thing and rack it and get it where you want, and where you twist it, make sure it's good, keep it racked, and then tack it, rack and tack. So you rack it, you tack it, see if it works. If it don't, rack it some more, tack it again. Leave it loose in there, and then once you get it tacked to where it's not gonna move, then you can go around and you can fill all these and weld. So I'm gonna get around here and start doing some hammering. Where are you headed, Nick? Oh, you leaving? Oh, he's going to get his drinks. Get my stool here. See, my block. Get my drink. Nice. So, what I like to do is I try to keep it pulled up tight to it, and then I'm going to go around and I'm going to hammer this edge over, but I'm not going to hammer the edge completely over. I'm just going to do a little at a time all the way around it. My arm's in the way. Like I say, I'm keeping my arm up here, keeping it pulled towards me while I'm hammering, so it hammers a nice edge. If I could do it left-handed. This is where I wish Movie Magic was. That way I could be like, all right, tap, it's done. Because I'm telling you, it worked. It'll put a lip on this thing is kind of small. It's worrying me. But it'll make my bottom door gap tighter. Where's my stunt double? I need a stunt double. Come in and maybe I can turn and get this way. That way I can hammer and you can see better than. I'm glad the camera's down here looking at this and can't see my face, because I'm sitting here with my mouth open catching flies. The air finally went off. So, the corners, you can see this corner. If you try and fold that, it's gonna mess this corner up. So, grab my grinder. As you can see, this door is kind of rough from the blast, but I'm gonna patch that. It won't be that bad when I get done. Trying to find me a nice cutoff wheel. This is the best door we have back there, because like I say, we usually don't skin Camaro doors because it's cheaper to buy one than to sit and do all this labor wise. So I'm gonna cut this corner so I can make it work. I ain't gonna cut all the way. I'm just gonna cut a 1/16 from the edge, and then I want to V it. That way when I fold it, and then I can clean it. If you do fold it and you forget, it ain't nothing to shape it all back up and end up, I'm gonna go ahead and do these up here, because it's pretty, looking at my body line. That one. Let's go get this corner. We still got Jason in the house. Anybody?
Yeah. So real quick, GB, Charlie asked if we typically get the epoxy primer off and use edge weld. We typically do.
Yeah.
And you can actually see a little bit where the tape line was, because Sandy John, when he blasts for us, before he paints, he tapes off the areas where we weld, because this epoxy primer is really hard to get off. But GB went over with some black paint and sprayed it.
It ain't, I'll burn it in good, but I mean, if you set it high, you can weld through it. It ain't gonna do, it's gonna do the same thing as the epoxy primer. It's just not gonna get a good ground when you start off welding. But I usually concentrate all my weld on this piece, which is clean. So I'll get a ground off the start and then it'll burn in.
The clean edge of the skin.
Yeah, but it's gonna do the same thing if you got the epoxy primer in there. It's gonna burn it in that area. So I'm gonna work around this corner here. Let's see what Devin's got here. I'm gonna work this corner. I think, yeah, I'm good. So, and I'm not hitting the edge down here, I'm hitting up here. on the top edge. You don't want to hit that, you'll dent it. Like I say, keep it seated down in it and pulled up to it. Once you get it folded over pretty good, you'll be able to get the block of wood. So now I got it folded near about at a 45. Checking it, it's about at a 45. I get my block, and I usually put my block long ways because of it being radius, so I use my short side on this. Then when I come down here on the end, I use it on the long side, running long ways. But right here on the end, I use it short. You don't want to use a metal dolly. Metal dolly is just going to cause dents if you ain't got it held correctly. This is forgiven. The metal dolly ain't. You can use it. Some people do. I don't. And you see how it's folding it. I could probably clean it up a little more in that corner, but shaking in it. It'll wear your arm out. I'm telling you, my fingers. But you see how that one there was close to close down to the bottom, and how it's knotting up. That's why you want to stay away, because these up here that are further away from the bottom, they didn't knot up like that one did. And now when I go to weld, if I put any heat right there, it's going to cause that corner to pull. So I'll be real careful. I'll hit it nice, smooth it, clean it. But like I say, when I do it with the hammer, and I do my door skins, I don't put it on there real tight. I don't completely fold it over yet. I leave it to where this is still loose and movable. I'm gonna go to the other side and do it to about 45 or greater, and then I'll run the automatic new age stuff. Put that down here. when you go to run the machine on it, if those things are way down, it tends to leave marks on the back side. I think I'm pretty close. I'm gonna get this corner a little bit better because I think it's gonna mess up. If I go on with it. Nick Lee?
I don't know.
He's still here. So this is a door skinning tool. Astro Pneumatic Tool Company. I think a Harbor Freight might sell some too. I don't know if they sell this brand, but I think they sell them in there. It's adjustable for the pressure. This one shouldn't be too tight. I'm not sure, I haven't used it in a long time, but we usually keep it to where it don't fold super tight, but I guess we'll know here in a second. So you want to get it in here. And it's on there, it's folded. You can dolly that corner where you couldn't really get in. Like I say, I'll probably end up having to trim that, but I ain't gonna go through all that. Pretty much both ends are folded. And we'll turn it over here and you can see it. I mean, you can see the, that's just the wax or the phenolic off of the nylon where it rubbed. But it's nice, smooth, no wrinkles, nothing. And
hold on, leave it right there. Leave it right there. Devin's about to get in on this.
Uh-oh.
So, real quick.
Devin's here.
Yeah, hi guys. When, obviously this is reversed, when you're going along, you want to keep your tool tilted slightly towards the inside of the door, otherwise it will cause a crease, scratch almost just inside of the flange where it turns away from the skin.
Yeah.
And I've seen it done before. I think I've done it one time near a corner. That was very fun. But this thing is great. It is wonderful. It saves your arms. But you also got to be careful with it because you can completely screw an edge of a door if you're not careful.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't go into all of it. Devin's a pro at that thing, but I kind of started it and it was loud before I could finish talking, so I just shut up and just went with it. But yeah, he's right. Keep it lean, and like I say, it's clean. That's just the plastic off of it. All that stuff will rub off. It's nice, and if you look down it, you can see no wrinkles, no nothing. And then the corner's nice. It's got a little bit of a knot there where I haven't finished folding, but the corner's perfect. I'll run it down through here, do that, and then you can look at this end where I hand folded it. And you can see the hand fold is just as good as the machine by hand. I don't know what that is. That's just paint peeling. But yeah, hand fold, all the corners good. Like I say, when you get run that bottom of big, then you want to get your spot welder or your welder and fill these holes in. But like I say, don't fill nothing, don't weld nothing until you get it on the car and fitted. That way you can tweak it wherever you want. And then sometimes if your door gap's too big, you want to move your door forward, move your skin back. Take the door off, stand it on the end, drop it on it a couple times. It ain't gonna hurt it, and it'll move your door skin. It'll set your door down at this end. Put it back on there, check your gap. You can hit it with a rubber hammer. But that's pretty much it. Like I say, once you get it on there, get it tweaked where you want, tack it, shut it, check it, make sure the body line's good, it profiles good, tack it up some more, pull it off, lay it on the table without trying to rack it or anything, weld it up, clean all them little spots, and you're good to go. So I think that pretty much wraps up door skinning.